What is up, y'all? We are back with another week, and guess what? It is a shortened week this time because we were not going to interrupt that Bofa grind last time. So, for those of you guys who watched last week's episode, we have finally completed the Bofa. I felt it in the jellies. I knew it was due. We got Spoon there, and we love it. And guess what? It just happens that this week in our clan is Boss of the Week, and that was the very first grind that I wanted to knock out with Zulrah. We're going to take on Zulrah here after we clean up a few housekeeping items. And then we are going to try to do this with the Bofa only method. So we're no longer doing these stupid, crazy swaps. And let's see how we fare with the Boss of the Week competition. Fellow clanmates, good luck.
Ironmen are said to stand alone, but three brothers chose a different path. And so the group Ironman adventure had begun until one by one, they turned away. And so today, he walks alone. This is Spicy Iron Adventures.
Well, it is another week, and before we start jumping into some Zulrah, I thought we may want to come in here and try to finish up this Abyssal Sire task. We got 137 left to go, so shouldn't take us too long. Something we can do on mobile. As well, although I really wish, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, on RuneLight I was able to set it up where just the little minions don't get tapped, but on mobile I do not have that ability. It's either everyone gets tapped or nobody gets tapped, like when you're clicking and doing this little back and forth. So it's possible, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So if you guys know how to overcome that, leave it down in the comments for me. Let me know, because I would love to be able to get past that little headache. Yeah, headache, that's the best word for it. Some green text soul runes, that's kind of a nice change up. We've got a lot of like soul runes but not green text. Alright, we sat at work all day, just excited to finally be able to use our Bofa. So we're not going to go back over to finish that Slayer task yet, but we are almost about to get our next thieving level here. So we're going to tackle this out real quick, and then we are going to head off to Zulrah and try to relearn that, since it's been a few months since I've done that boss. But that's 86 thieving right there, man. So we are on our way up to 91. Remember, we can't boost to that one. Let's see here. Yes, if you click it, does it even tell you? Oh, I must have turned that off. I don't know. I don't think anything comes from 86. 85, we got elves, stalls. 87 is where we want to be for cannonballs. 84 for rogue's chest. Yeah, because nothing happens at 86. Just a level on the way. Anyways, let's head off and let's go do some Zulrah and do it with just the Bofa. Alrighty, we have made ourselves a bunch more house teleports because we were getting low. And I think this is what we're going to take in our inventory. We're just going to figure out how it looks. But we have got our full crystal on, our Bofa. We've got our ancient d'hide boots, Barrow's gloves, ring of suffering, blessing, anguish, assembler, and then running 2 range, 2 anti-venoms, 4 prayer, food, thralls. I don't think we're going to end up using a lot of that. I think we'll probably end up changing it, but that is a good way to at least start and figure this out, because it has been a minute since we've done this boss, and so I'm kind of curious just how many kills we'll get per. Look, that was new last time. That wasn't there. That's how long it's been since before sailing was released. Squirrel. Anyways, what we're looking at here is we're going to see how many kills we can actually get per hour. Right now is actually going to be our clan event where we're trying to take on Zolandra anyways. So what I want to do actually is we're going to come over here. I wonder if there's a way to look for actual Zulrah itself and just kind of clear it all. Golly, is there not a search function? We might just clear everything. Sometimes I kind of like having a lot of these things up. But, that's how long it's been, dude. Look at all this. We've had so many grinds, dude. We bounce back and forth so much, as you guys know, who've been keeping up with everything. I have way too small of a, what's the word? Attention span. That I have to bounce around or I'll just go crazy. Last time we did it all the way up to 50 KC, bouncing back and forth and using magic, and now we're going to do it without. I'm about to literally, if I don't find it here by the time I get to the bottom, we're just going to reset everything, which will probably piss me off in the future because I wanted something on here. But yeah, I don't see it. So maybe we've already reset everything. All right, reset all. Yes. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go in here. It is right now 6:40 at night. We're going to try to go to about 10:40 maybe. See if we can get a solid, what is that, 4 or 5 hours right there? 4 hours maybe. And see if we can't, what's the word? Get some good kills and get some drop here's for our group. So, show me the blowpipe, baby. There we go. New personal best, 138 at Zulrah. That's not too shabby. Well, we've got a few KC under our belt now, so it's lackluster from what I was thinking it would be, but I see where it's like relaxed, if you will. So it's not the end of the world. I was thinking, oh my gosh, this thing is going to melt through and these are going to be 30-second kills. And then I had to remind myself, remember, we're not dealing with the T-bow here. We're dealing with the Bofa. So you're not going to totally just melt through this guy here. But we are going to do some damage here to him. So this is pretty much all it is right now. Unfortunately, we got the ring I didn't want to get and show you guys a different thing. But one of the guys made a good point, and he said, when you are on the melee phase, make sure that you are running this thing with the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Crystal Chally. And you can melee him now. And so that is what we've switched over here. We grabbed the Chally, so that way we can try to run that as well. And that does do a big DPS boost there. So that is kind of nice to add to our holster, if you will. But yeah, it is definitely reclined here. I'll show you a second what we're going to do with the Chally, because on the very next one is where he'll go into that melee phase. And we'll get to wipe it out. But we are looking around a minute 38 to like a minute 50 kills right now as we start figuring this thing out here. So let's do this. I meant to do that first. Do that because I think I can block some of their attacks. I don't know. Do a triple Chally spec on this thing. Oh my gosh, you hate to see that. Nope, that's not going to work. See, we ain't foolproof here. Alright, let's reset this sucker and try to get back to something manageable here. Like I said, we're trying to remember how to do everything. And then the next one should be everyone's favorite phase, where we're going to go through the Jad phase next. And if you saw me do it last time, Jad phase is super easy when this is all lined up this way. If he's on the right side, range goes first. And then remember, when he bows his head and prays, you switch. And that should be all it is, as long as we're attacking here. I just realized we don't have a throw out, so you love to see that. Well, yeah, that's all you need to know. Ooh, that was a fast kill. Come on now, show me what we got there. 147, okay, that wasn't crazy fast. I thought it was faster. But Magic Seed, we like to see that. Woo, look at that, green text Zulrah scales. What does that mean? Like a double drop of Zulrah scales, I think, man. We're going to be making some anti-venoms one day. Another round of green text Zulrah scales. Double scale drop. That ain't bad. Alright, that one felt really quick too. 136. Yeah, there's a new personal best right there. We still got plenty of food, so we're going to try to run this back again, baby. Alright, so we're just hitting that 1 hour mark. So let's shoot over here real quick. And we were up to 17 kills an hour. It ain't great. We have to bank a lot. We're learning. I don't know. I feel like I was supposed to get more kills an hour than this. Ooh, that one felt really good. What did we get on that one? 120. Yeah, dude. We were feeling that one. All right. That's what we like to see, baby. Ooh, we just had our first death there, man. He just comboed out a 41 with a 38 while I was trying to heal. Ugh. Brutal, dude. There goes 100K made from the day. I mean, let's see. We're at 1.81 mil. I think we can burn 100K. Woohoo! Woo! That felt like a fast one, too, man. Let's see how we come out with that one. 128. Not a PB, but still. That's where we want our timing to land, man. That hasn't been the usual. There we go. Zulrah Veteran. What is that? That's actually pretty sad. I don't know what the heck Zulrah Veteran unlocks here. Where is this task? View task. Oh, 75. Because I was like, I didn't think I'd done 100 times yet. 75 for Zulrah Veteran, dude. I like it. Got enough. We might be able to go, but I don't want to risk it. Dude, there's something fun about just smacking a 48 with this thing. Like, holy freaking cow, man. This is why people use the BOFA. The day we get that T-bow back on this account, ooh, that'll be just the next level. But I am absolutely loving this BOFA. I see why people are doing BOFA rebuilds. If you have a main account and you're doing this, like, the BOFA rebuild is the way to go. Man, I'll tell you what, I've been hitting some high numbers this time around. I'm liking that. Look at this. He is literally on the second phase, and he is already down to that. Like, that's what we look for in this game, baby. Let's see if we can get this up here before he just smack it again. There we go. And then we switch back. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Apparently, we let that thing get high. There we go. All right. Get ready to switch this over in a second. But daggum. How fast? And now we're going to hit a bunch of zeros. Come on, bro. Shoot him. Shoot him, Gabba. All right, come on. I would love to make this a PB, but I think we slowed down a little too much there at the very end. Come on. Look at that gap right there. That's such a pain in the butt. 39. 21. There we go. Come on. How fast was that? 117. Let's freaking go. Zulrah, speed trialist. I didn't even know we were going for that. View task in less than a minute and 20 without a Slayer task. Let's freaking go. Some more green text and some mana rays. So it's kind of nice to get that kind of restock for whenever we run out of turtles. Tell you what, I'm getting used to this rotation right here because it daggum pops up so much. But I guess that's not a bad thing at all. Honestly, I don't even know if I have to look at the side over there for it when I do get this one. But, yeah, man. It's always a good problem to have, you know? Because then you just muscle memory the crap out of this thing. And you should be good, because what I'll do now, switch over to there, switch over to there, switch right there. Oh, I meant to pop that, and now you guys see where I forget to mess up. Let's eat before he combos me out again. There we go. I honestly thought I could probably summon, but I didn't need to. I don't know how fast that was. Let's see here. Oh, minute 53. I thought that was faster than I was. Just kidding. Here you go. You love to see it. Told my brother we are literally just a few levels away, or a few kills away from 99. And he said, what, until unique? Listen, this is about to be unique, all right. A level 99 skill? Come on, boy. Let's get him. Come on. You love to see it. I don't even know how close we are. If it's like in the middle of this kill, will we get it? We'll find out. I don't know. Maybe we should just keep this rolling the whole time. Because you never know. I do know that we're about to die here, though. We don't pay attention. We're getting too excited about this next skill level. Oh my gosh. See, look at that. We're not even paying attention now. Boop, boop. There we go. Just slide that right there. Pop that right there. Hit that right there. You see how that glitches out like that, man? I wonder if they're ever going to fix that or if that's just something on my computer. Do you guys get that stuff that happens? Oh. Come on, boys. Where are we at? 1100 experience away from this thing. We are getting closer. Probably could have done this without having to have up that protection prayer, but it's all good. It's all good. Come on. 831 experience away. It's going to be on the next kill. You guys got to see a whole kill, suckers. Alright, let's start recording this puppy because this is going to be the kill that we get it on, boys. Woo, wasn't paying attention. Almost took damage there. Oh yeah, we got to tell them that we did this. And we're going here. Here we go. See, look, we get that, and we just kind of get in the groove. We kind of know what we're doing. Now, when it goes over here, I don't know that one as much. Alright, here, see this one. This is new, but I do know I don't need to have that for this one. Pop one off while we run there. Bada bum bum bum. 263 to go. This is so much fun. Golly, have mercy. Just do some damage. I do, however, need to eat for this one. I think he's done attacking me directly. Do we hit it? That's it, boys. Level 99. Look at the fireworks roll. Let's freaking go, dude. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely awesome. You love to see it. Oh my gosh. And we're still stuck here. Nobody wanted to have a freaking party with me. You guys all suck if you're watching the videos. And I know you are. I sent the message to you, boys. That's okay. Who needs a freaking 99 party when you're, oh gosh, about to die anyways. Look at that, dude. That's how he combos you out real quick. Oh my lord. We're so happy, man. 99 range. After this KC, we'll go over and grab our new cape and show off our new swag and take a little break from this this pop off right now. Look, all right, jet phase. Let's do this real quick. Oh, we're already turning and running. Look at this dude. I'm making a train wreck out of the jet phase. I don't even know where we're at on this thing. Apparently, there we go. Oh man, that's freaking awesome. Can we get something special? No. I was like, dude, what if they gave us a serpentine helm as a reward for 99? That would have been cool. Jagex, you missed an amazing opportunity. All right, so let's go over here and trade for the ranging cape. There we go. There we go. Slap that puppy on. Golly, that hood looks clean. Oh, I like the trim look. Before we throw this emote up, you get to pull this up and it tells you where to go now to go see the armor salesman in the ranging guild. So that's pretty cool. Now let's pop off this emote, baby. Dum bum bum bum. Where'd it go? You can't even see it. That's freaking sick, dude. You love to see it. I don't know what this commune does. Understands you currently don't want to accumulate random metal items. Oh, okay, so that's just doing... No. Okay, so that's just making it exactly like my Vorkath cape. I know that. It just doesn't give you the same boost. Like the strength, range strength, which is really what we want there. So, we'll go pop that in a room somewhere and probably never wear it again. But hey, sick to have it. Alright, here we go. That felt pretty good too. Let's see what that came out to be. Minute 47. Maybe I'm just getting used to sucking again, bro. We're noodling a lot. A little bit of green text. 155k worth of battle staves. Like to see that. Helps out with the crafting grind. Alright, I will say that this has become just brain dead now, you know. It definitely helps to have the Zulrah tracker, because I'm not like to the point where I can do this without watching that. But, I mean, it's one of those things where I can just kind of lay back and play now. And not even worry, you know. It's not the whole typical RuneScape posture where you lean forward and you feel it in your back at the end, dude. I can actually kind of just relax and run this thing. But yeah, dude. We are, I think we're at KC 116 right now, and we are at KC 66 for the night, but we just hit 4 hours. So 66 KC in 4 hours. It's not ideal for what I would like to be getting on a per hour basis, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. We're still learning how to do this and everything, so we'll take what we get. That right there is another personal best, man. I lied. This thing is finally getting to be a lot better using the BOFA. But we are now down to a minute and 15 seconds. So, gotta love another PB. Well, that officially puts us up to 128. And if I'm not mistaken, once you hit 128, that is technically drop rate to be getting a unique item here. So, I think we are officially dry on this boss. But I ain't upset. We got spooned the BOFA. that high, I think that's going to actually carry us for a while, and that's going to help out with these grinds. Plus, dude, we are making so much stinking money at this boss. It is absolutely insane. A lot of that is coming straight from whatever you call it, the scales. But I mean, look at that right there, dude. Just since we reset the log, we are making just money here. This is why when people do Bow for rebuilds, that's why they come here right afterwards. Dang, that was a nice kill. We only ate 2 things, and we probably didn't need to, but yeah, 1 minute and 7, dude. That was, oh my lord, can we do that more often, please? Like, holy cow almighty, that was freaking nice, dude. Let's do this again, and then we'll pop off that next thing. Anti-venom, that was the thing we're trying to talk about here. We don't want to take 12 damage. I hate that we... Alright, let's record this thing, and maybe we get a good drop. Palm tree seed does not count. Dadgummit. Boom, Zulrah Master right there unlocked. What is that thing? Is that 100 KC? Oh, 150 KC. Let's go. Well, we got a lot of green text on that. Some Dragon Bone, Zulrah Scales, and Tortsel. It's not a bad drop. Or a lot of blue text when I say green text. I don't even know. But we haven't gotten our drop yet. Let's see here. All the way to the bottom, Zulrah. I was kind of curious because I did die right as I killed one earlier. And I was like, what are the chances it dropped one of these things as I died and just didn't show me the pop-up up top? Green text battle stabs. I got my hopes up there for a second, dude. That felt like a fast one right there. It wasn't, but it felt fast. Minute 44. Alright, what's this one gonna be? Bunch of blue text. That's a pretty piss poor kill. I was not paying attention. But that's alright. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just give me the drop. No. Dragon Bones. I'll take them. That puts me up to 123 KC just since starting this last night. And I think, like I was saying last night, 128 is like the what's the word? It is the assumed drop rate is 128. So we are now, let's take a look at this real quick. What are we at total for Zulrah? 173 without a drop. So the Corrupt Gauntlet's coming back and kicking my butt for being delayed. Or for loving on me a little too much. Tanzanite Mutagen. That is not the unique we wanted. Finally got one. That's like a 1 in 13k with 2 rolls on it. So whatever that math is. Let's try again next time. There's some green text. That'll make you jump for joy. Lots of cash. Love it. There we go. That is level 87 thieving. Now we can do the cannonball stall. Alright, well, to wrap up this week, we are going to knock out some thieving here over at Cannonball Stalls now that we can finally do all this. But for those of you guys who are working on the thieving grind and have been looking for some new methods over at Port Roberts here, I believe that's where I'm at, this has got to be probably the best method out there right now as far as just kind of relaxed thieving methods. You know, you're not clicking over and over again. As you can see here, he's continually just thieving it without me touching anything. And then you literally just pop over here. Experience comes out to right around 255,000 experience an hour. And then, and that's with banking all these ores as well. So I'm getting a whole bunch of just random ores on top of everything. But the way this method works is once you hit level 87, if you guys end up coming over here, you're literally going to tap it off. You're doing 2 of the ore stalls over here. And then once you do 2, you just click over here. And then you're going to knock out 4 at the cannonball stalls. So typically you can start counting, like once he moves over there, now this will be 3, and then 4 will go again, and then you just click back over here. But you're going to get a whole bunch of cannonballs that you can use, especially now that they've updated the ship combat. This should help some as well. But then, dude, experience is just racking up here at level 87. Super, super nice. Love to freaking see it, man. This might be the way we go in and get level 91 thieving.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I will say we are absolutely in love with finally getting to use our full BOFA. When we first started at the beginning of this episode, which was the beginning of the week, I was really kind of thrown off a little bit. I expected a lot more, a lot sooner, but learning curves for myself. BOFA does, it'll noodle sometimes. There were times where I had like 2-minute, 15-second kills and would go through a second rotation. But it was immensely better because I think before I was averaging 2.5 to 245, if not a little bit higher, to be honest with you, in those first 50 kills, and that was doing gear swaps. It really is ReclineScape once you get full BOFA. It is definitely a grind that every Ironman should do. I think I said it last week, but so many guys are like, I don't need it. We'll skip that grind. Oh my goodness, it's worth it. And we're going to keep carrying this on next week. The beauty of it was we did have that boss of the week. Unfortunately, I have to give credit to one of my clanmates. He was able to stay just ahead of me and beat me. I have the excuse that we definitely started halfway through the week because I wasn't going to end early on that BOFA grind. But, yeah, I looked at my wife on the last day and I was like, babe, he's only 70 kills ahead of me. I can knock that out in like 3 hours and just pass him. And I got shut down. Turns out you have to parent. So I give him full congratulations, man. That was awesome. I got that honorific for getting that mutagen drop. I don't think anybody else got one. He went just as dry as I did. So Zulrah was being a little stingy this week for the Boss of the Week contest. But still, dude, we made a lot of money. We got a lot of resources, which I absolutely love. So next week, we're going to carry it on. We're going to keep rocking it out at Zulrah a little bit. I really want to get that blowpipe. I really want to get that helmet. Hopefully I get the helmet first. And then while we're at it, we might as well get the thing for the trident. We're just going to rake it all in. And I'm going to have so many daggum scales to throw at all this stuff. But hopefully we can get that helmet before we start running out of these Antidote Plus Pluses. Because everyone says that you just don't use anti-venoms. But it's easier to get those resources right now than it is to get anti-poisons. I'm not trying to go hunt a whole bunch of stupid unicorns. Or red spider's eggs for that matter. But yeah, we're going to keep rocking it out next week, man. A little more thieving. Hopefully next week we can get it up to the point where we can actually finish that next diary. And then get some more Zulrah done. And then maybe get back to some Slayer before we head on to the God Wars dungeon. Because I really think that's where we are headed right now. But we'll look over that honeydew list again and just see what other joyous things we have on there. And this is why I have to put that together, because I do forget over time of what I want in my main goals. And that is how you just go off on a loop. But we're going to see what we can knock out here before April 15th when leagues drop. And then, I will be in leagues and posting some updates as we go through that. That should be a freaking blast. But we will see you guys next time. Shoots!